Hi, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. We have a new game to play this week, okay? And it's still the attributes game, but instead of sorting by the different colors like yellow and blue and red, we're actually going to sort by the shapes. So if you turn those over, we have a rectangle, we have a circle, and we have a square. And our other one, we have a triangle, okay? So, mom and dads, the best way to go about this particular activity is if your child knows the different shapes and they're capable of sorting, what I would do is if you have those papers I gave you last time with the different colors, right on the back, you could just draw a square or a circle or a triangle, put them down on the table, and then give your child one of the shapes that we had already done and ask them, what is it? What is this? It's a triangle, match triangle. And then they would match the triangle to the other triangle on the piece of paper. I also find, and if you have this at home, it would just help you even more so, are these little paper plates you can get like from the dollar store. And I actually will draw the different shapes on them. So I have a rectangle plate and a triangle plate. And the square and the circle. So I'll put those plates in front of the kids and ask them, hold up all the different shapes and say, what is it? And they tell me square. And then they look for the square plate and they match it onto the square plate. When you're first starting out, what I would do is only put like two plates out in front of them or just two shapes to focus on. So, like usually a square and a circle, or maybe a circle and a triangle, and then build upon it as they get better at it. If you notice right away that they can do it, then add all those shapes in and have them sort all the shapes. I always like to start a little bit lower and then add more over time rather than overwhelm them from the start. But if they're able to do it right away, then absolutely please do so. Okay. So that's just how we would go about it. I would have the, designated areas for the different shapes, use those shapes that we have. And sometimes I do find for some students, it might be better if you face it this way rather than on the color side, because sometimes they start to fixate after they start sorting it on the plates on the color rather than the shape. So to sometimes to kind of help that from happening, I'll just show them it this way rather than the color side so that they don't fixate, okay? But that was just a little tutorial on how we would go about sorting those shapes. And like I said, I would usually just start with two shapes to begin with. So we have a circle and we have a square. So you put those two plates out, or like I said, on those different colored squares I gave you to do the sorting, you could just write it on the back and then just put it out on a table and then just hold up those shapes. Oh, tell me, what's this? And they tell you circle, and then you tell them match circle, hand them the circle, and then they'll match it to the right shape, okay? And that's just how we go about it. And again, like I said, if they're able to do two shapes, throw the third one in there. If they can do three, add the fourth one in there. We really want to see whatever they can tolerate and just to work on those sorting and as well as identifying shapes, okay? So that's a little tutorial. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much. Bye.